guys, it's me, Laura, Crocheting Whovian. How y'all doing today? It is Tuesday, May 14th, about a week late from what I would have usually podcasted, but husband was on vacation, didn't want to podcast when he was here, and then I got sick. I'm going to get into that in a second. Well, you know what? Let me get into it now. I'm going to be short of breath. I kind of did something stupid, and as a result of it, I have chemical pneumonia. Sorry, Chewy wants to make an appearance. Say hello, Chew. I know, you love Mama. As a result of doing cleaning in a small area, combining bleach for one thing and ammonia for another, with not so very good ventilation, I got chemical pneumonia. So I'm going to have a hard time breathing throughout this, but you guys have seen me worse and you all understand. So, yeah. Other than that, everything else is going perfect according to plan. I do have a big lab test on Thursday. I have to be with a radiologist, and I got to be in the lab for like 4 or 5 hours. But hopefully the result of that would be what we're hoping it to be. Fingers crossed. But like I said, other than that, everything else is right on track. I think Chewy wants to get down. There you go, Bubba. Maybe not. Okay, no. I'm gonna leave him alone. Other than that, everything else is going smoothly. Husband's back to work. I'm back to my normal routine. When they're on vacation, it's rough being in your normal routine. It just is. I can't explain it. It's just, you have things that you do on a daily, and when you go to do it, they're like, well, why are you doing that and not doing this? So, yeah, there was a lot of that. But other than that, it was his birthday. We celebrated that. Then Mother's Day. And Mother's Day was very nice. I spent it with my mom. That was a good one. Other than that, that's it. Why don't we dive into the announcements? First up are the announcements for the alongs that I have running. The Autism Awareness Along is going until June 30th. Guys, get it in. The featured patterns are mine and Franciscan Gypsy Designs and Lady Furnico. The featured yarn is Arkansas Yarn Co.'s Autism Awareness colorway. Any colorway made with that's bright with Lady Furnico Creations yarn. And yeah, but if you do anything and finish it in any one of those combinations of those things, Marlicia's yarn and my pattern, or Marlicia's yarn and Talia's pattern, you get a chance at three chances for a prize. Just don't forget to double, triple post. If you use a different pattern from someone else and you use their yarn, Marlicia or Lori of Arkansas Yarn Co.'s Autism Awareness colorway, it counts for 2 chances at a prize. Sorry, I'm in a fog. I really should have done this tomorrow, but husband's home from work tomorrow. And that, like I said, ends on June 30th. Next up is the Feature Creature Along. That this quarter is farm animals. It goes until December 31st. This quarter is farm animals. That doesn't mean you're limited to farm animals. You can make anything you want as long as it's an amigurumi. That is being hosted with Doc Firewoman, Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal. I forgot to mention, Autism Awareness is being hosted by myself. It's Pen Hook and Needles Baby, so I was asked to co-host, and Stephanie of Vanilla Sock Pig podcast. The Feature Creature, yeah. My Whip It Good Make Along is still up and running. That is going until December 31st. Basically what it is, just get your whips out, work on them, finish them. Yeah, that was to help me get rid of some of my whips. And let me tell you, I got rid of some and I frogged some, and it was a glorious feeling frogging some of those projects. Ooh. Um, then after, the next along is my Life Changes Knit Along, which ends on June 30th as well. Um, it's just my pattern. We're all knitting along. There will be a prize at the end. I am not stating what the prize is just yet. I'm loving seeing some of the combinations that are going on in there. I think one person has finished so far, and that was Aunt Linda. Yes, I'm calling her Aunt Linda because, Alicia from Knit for Brains, it's our aunt, and I'm used to her saying that. But yeah, hers was amazing. She did it out of Arkansas Yarn Co.'s autism awareness colorways, and I gotta tell you, I fell in love with it. I'm so thankful I have that because I'm looking at it and I'm like, yes, that has to be a Life Changes shawl. Like I said, that runs until June 30th. Back onto more info about the Life Changes. If you're going to the Kentucky, I don't remember what the name of it is. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that. Melissa of Honeybee Knits is vending there, and she's going to have a kit, which is beautiful, which I'm going to let her show, and along with my pattern. Guys, it's amazing, and I'm sure she's going to show it in the next couple of days on her Instagram. She was waiting to wash it and block it, but it's exclusive to her, this kit right now, obviously, because she's dyeing it. So dopey of me. Right now, it's only going to be featured at Kentucky, but when she comes back from Kentucky, she's going to feature it in the shop as a pre-order, I think. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. My brain, like I said, is foggy from the lack of oxygen. Next up is the 500 subscriber giveaway. I want to thank you all for participating in it. I want to thank you all for being with me for this long and seeing me through things and just subscribing to my channel and sticking around. The winner of that I drew last night because I knew I wasn't going to have time to do today. That was done via random number generator, and it was post number 23. And the irony behind that post was amazing. It is Deborah Dockfire, woman of the Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal. We have a long-standing joke because I think, or more so, I tease her that the Grand Canyon is stupid. It's a hole in the ground. And she said it's a geological wonder as her memory from me. And when that came up, I laughed because even now, even after going and seeing it, excuse me, I think it's, yeah, we're not going to go into that. I don't want to hear all the comments. But yeah, I still tease her about it, saying that it's stupid. But yeah, that's it for the announcements right now because it's going to be a little bit of a long one, but a little bit of a short one at the same time because I have to get into the whole thing with Marilyn. But first I'm going to show you my whips. There's only 5 of them. Yeah, there's only 5 of them, and one of them I can't even show. Let me do that one first because I can't show it. And one just fell. So you're going to probably see 5. This in my Podiversary Silver Shed USA bag is a test knit. It's bringing me to the point of wanting to put my hair in my head because it's making me explore things I've never done before. I'm not showing it because I don't know if I'm allowed to or what, but yeah, I'm happy I have until July to do it. Okay. I'm going to reach to see if I can get this one that fell. Okay, I did. Sorry, guys. Now I got to get situated again. Okay, that's better. Okay. In my Silver Shed USA Luna Lovegood bag is my Lavender Fields Forever socks. The yarn is the yarn jar. in the colorway Cosmic Lavender. I finished the first one on the way home from Maryland in the car. I started the second one that same day, and I'm about 30 rows away from starting the toe. I opened it on the wrong side, but yeah. This got a lot of work on this weekend with Small Project Friday and Sock Saturday. It's got a lot of work on it. I'm almost done with it, and I'm hoping to have this pair done by next podcast. Oh, for those of you that don't know what I mean about Small Project Friday and Sock Saturday is Melissa of Honeybee Knits has herself on a very, very good schedule for this is the yarn. Am I yarning? For her knitting and crafting and all that. And I see how much it works for her. So I adapted it to myself. Sundays are Scrappy Sundays, which I really haven't taken part of because I really don't have anything on the needles or hook or anything that is scrappy right now. So instead of doing that, I'm working on Sunday. I work on whatever I really feel like it at the moment. Mondays are Sweater Mondays, which is helping me a lot. Tuesdays for her is Spinning Tuesdays. However, for me, that's my Designing Tuesdays. Wednesdays is Diamond Painting Wednesdays, which I've gotten back into. Thursdays are Whip It Thursdays. And Fridays are Small Project Fridays, and Saturdays are Sock Saturdays. So I've been taking advantage of that, which is where I got a lot of that sock done. Next is in my Molly Klein Disney Villains bag is It's a Myrtle Kind of Day hat. The pattern is It's a Myrtle Kind of Day by me, and the yarn is Socks That Rock in the colorway Peachy Keen Jelly Bean. I worked on this a lot the day before Marilyn because I didn't want to start anything new, and I wanted to work on my sweater, but I couldn't because you guys heard it. We were doing it together, and the person that complained the most finished because she's like a size like -4. So yeah, but this is it so far. I got a few more repeats to go, and yeah, I love the pooling. I say that every time I show this. This usually stays in my car, but because I've needed some mindless knitting the last couple of days, or weeks, I should say, it's been staying in the house. And in my car, I have a different hat. So there's that. In my Knit for Brains yarn ball, the canvas bag is my Life Changes shawl by me, Laura Concert. The yarn is Honeybee Knits in the colorway Sense and Sensibility and Major Nelson mini set. This is what I've got so far. This is where I was when we last met, and this is where I am now. Matter of fact, I am going to move that up right now. I didn't work on this at all in Maryland. I didn't take it. I think I did take it with me, but I ended up not working on it at all. But it's getting some progress. I think I have like 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have, including this one, like 4 more sections to do. Yeah, because I only have 2 minis left. But here are the last 2 minis I have, and here is the cake of yarn. Guys, seriously, this pattern, and I'm not saying it because it's mine, I'm saying it because it's true. I made this pattern very, very beginner friendly, but also not boring for the intermediate knitter. It could be made with minis, it could be made with 2 skeins, 3 skeins, and you alternate it whatever you want to do. But it's absolutely, the yardage is absolutely a 2 skein shawl. There are still some kits available in Arkansas Yarn Co.'s store. I don't really know how many. I think there's a few. But with the yarn, you also get a download link for the pattern. So you're paying for 2 in 1. Yeah. So there's that. But I don't know. I made it so that it wasn't boring. It was potato chippy, but not to the point that you're like, ugh, I gotta work on that and finish that. At least in my opinion. And all my testers said the same thing. So as of right now, I do have 3 more designs in progress. I'm not showing them because I don't want you guys to know what they are, because 2 are exclusive to a advent calendar and 1 is going to be released more than likely the beginning of the year. The ads for the toys that I'm making for Tortoise versus Hare, those will be done by the end of the month. And they're going to be in testing by June 1st, so that you have the whole month of June to do it. For the testers, basically there's only 3 testers. If you feel like testing a crochet pattern, leave a comment below or in the Ravelry thread or private message me. You guys saw the turtle bunny. Now I'm working on the bunny turtle, the birdle, and it's going great. I'm not showing anything because I'm not gonna get into that right now. But I have reasons, and you guys, the 2 major patterns I'm working on right now, which are exclusive for Advent calendar, I will not show at all until the Advent calendars have shipped. The only ones that will see it and being super, super secret lockdown will be my testers. If you go to my Laura Concert Instagram page, and I believe I may have to include on Crocheting Whovian, but if you go to my Laura Concert Designs Instagram page, there is a Linktree link, and on there has all my designs and a form to fill out to be a test knitter. I am looking for more test knitters because, yes, I'm using my friends, and yes, it's fantastic, but I need someone who's not going to basically sugarcoat it. Like, if it stinks, I want you to tell me it stinks. If there's something just not working, I want you to tell me, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to advance my designing skills. If you go on there, there will definitely be there's a link. There's a link to my shop, and there's a link to my latest design, Life Changes. I'm going to include the form more than likely on my Crocheting Whovian one, but my Laura Concert Designs one is not a private account. It is open. Trust me, because I've been removing people left and right that are crazy men that think I want to marry them and save their lives because their long lost child is in Mexico and they're in New Zealand. So yeah, so there's that. But it's a non-private account. But check it out. Follow me there. There you'll see exclusive things for my designs. You'll see giveaways and things like that for my designs. Yeah. So last but not least, in my Cherry Pie Cottage vintage Mickey bag with my Lila Styles keychain is a sweater among friends. The pattern is the Unfinished Business by Melissa Shashwari, and the yarn is Into the World in the colorway All Mouth, No Trousers. That's what it looks like. Actually, that's a little true to form right now. Wow. I haven't gotten much work on this done because I got into a little bit of a funk, and you guys know how I am with my funks. So there's that. But I shouldn't even say I got into a little bit of a funk. I didn't work on it in Maryland because I was having too much fun. And then when I got home, I started working on it. This is where I was when I left Maryland, and this is where I am now. I got all this done in Maryland. You know what? Let me move that up so you guys can see my progress. I have about 5 or 6 inches done on it so far. It's a bottom-up sweater, and I'm in love with it. That I know already I'm going to make more than one. Yeah. So there's that. I more than likely am going to make this sweater long sleeve because, excuse me, I'm sorry. I want to put thumb holes in for the long sleeves so it could stay. I don't usually like long sleeve sweaters because I feel restricted and I'm constantly going like that. But I know I'm going to make more than one of these, so I'm going to put thumb holes in so I don't pull them up. And normally when I do that with a sweater, it's because it's a worsted weight or a heavier weight of yarn that I bought in the store. So now that I'm making sweaters, I could see that, you know, the lighter weights do work better for me. Okay, on to finished objects. I finished a diamond painting, which I'm going to go get a frame for. And that's it. It's a baseball mitt with a baseball. It's a leisure arts kit. I believe I got it on... Did I get it on Hobby Lobby or Michael's? I don't remember. It was one of the big box stores. But I love it. And it's going to go into a frame and be hung in my craft room, which I am just about done cleaning. I'm very excited about that. Last year I signed up for the Jimmy Bean Wool shawl along, and it was just something. Last year was a bad year for me, and I couldn't really. My knitting fell to pieces, and that's why I have so many sock whips. But excuse me. My friend Brenda. She's not a podcaster, but my lovely friend Brenda from my VKN family said, send it to me, because she was doing it too. She said, send it to me, have all of them sent to me, and I will work on yours in tandem to mine. And she finished it back in January, but I told her not to ship it because I was going to see her in May. So she washed and blocked it and brought it to her with heart to Marilyn, and here it is. I love it. She did such a fantastic job on it, and it's a wrap. And I believe all the yarn, I'm showing it backwards, sorry. All the yarn is Madeline Tosh in her single ply. But there is that. And then my friend, like I said, I was having a really rough knitting time at the beginning of the year, and I wanted to finish my boxy. So I was focusing on that. And I was doing the Twin It Up knit along. And I got to the point where I picked up the stitches and I did the bumpy ridges, as they called it. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I didn't want to frog it because I wanted the project and I loved the yarn. So I texted one of my best friends, Agatha, a Magpie Knits Etsy shop. Check out her bags. They're kind of awesome. And you're going to see some in my acquisitions. But I asked her, I was like, listen, I can't. And she said, send it to me and I'll finish it for you. And she finished it and brought it with her to Maryland. I blocked it. I just need to weave in the ends, and that will get done later on today. But I wanted to show you guys. Look how beautiful that is. Let me show you the right way. The yarn is Arkansas Yarn Co. in the I forgot the colorways. Majestic, Do Lilac It, and Oh Christmas Tree. It is done, and I'm so happy to use it. I just got to weave in those ends. But that is it for finished objects. 2 out of the 3 were not made by me, but hey, they're done. I'm going to show you the acquisitions I got prior and after Marilyn, not at Marilyn right now. You know what? That's not true. I'll show you the Marilyn because I want to talk about Marilyn. I got to tell you, we had a ball at Marilyn. So how it went was, instead of all of us staying in different hotels and different hotel rooms and all that, and one person staying at home because they were just going to travel in that Saturday, and that would be Shirley, we decided to make a fun-filled retreat weekend with it. And we arrived, well, let me say this. We got an Airbnb, a big house to sleep 12. And we had 11 people in the house. When I booked the house, we had all intentions on having a knit night that Saturday night of the festival. We just didn't know who was going to come. At the very least, it would have been us. And that would have been fine because we do that every night basically on VKN. So we all decided, hey, we're going to arrive on the Thursday before the festival, the day before Needles Up. This way we could all go to Needles Up together. And I purchased for us, the VIP, 6 tickets because I wanted to make sure that who couldn't get them at that time, and I was in, I got them, they would just give me the money or whatever. But I ended up not even taking the money because $5. Give me a break. Excuse me. So With my VIP tickets, I myself got in. Agatha of a Magpie Knits Etsy shop, Shirley, Levi and Melissa, Levi of WTF podcast and Melissa of Honeybee Knits podcast. And I forgot one more person. I don't remember. There was 6 of us that got in. I don't remember who the last person was. Oh, LaRue. My friend LaRue. My friend Stephanie got her 2 tickets, but her husband decided to go do his own thing on Friday. So with her, she got LaRue's daughter, Marilyn. That Thursday night, those people I just mentioned, except Levi and Melissa, all were in the house, along with my husband and Stephanie's husband. And we had a ball that Thursday night. We did a lot of laughing, whatever. We went to bed. Friday morning, we woke up. We were like, okay, we got to get motivated. We got to go, because we went to Needles Up, and then we all went out to lunch. And by all, I mean we all met up at Needles Up. Everybody that was going to hang out met up at Needles Up. And that was myself, the people, Brenda, Agatha, LaRue's daughter Mel, Stephanie, Shirley, yeah, us 7. And then we met up with Carrie Ann, my loving, one of my bestest friends, Carrie Ann, Melissa, another one of my bestest friends, and Levi. We all met up at Needles Up. Carrie Ann came with her entire family, which I am in love with our children. They are now my nieces and nephew, because I'm going to be auntie to them because I love them. And I get to see Carrie Ann and the baby in June, because she's going to come to Brooklyn to see her family. We all went to lunch. It was 15 and a half of us, because I count the baby as a half, at Cheesecake Factory. It was Levi and his partner, me and my husband, Carrie Ann, her husband, and that was it for the guys. But we all had a ball. We were there for 2 hours just eating and knitting and just hanging out. We all decided that night we were going to go and meet up at the knot shop. We all wanted to go to the knot shop, not only because fantastic yarn, but I wanted to go see Tristan of Dragon Horde Yarn and Girls in the Yarn Cafe, and support her trunk show, because she's actually a good friend of mine. So we went there, we all bought something, and after that, as we were walking into the knot house, one of my good friends, Kim, hi Kim, surprised us, because she wasn't going to come, and she surprised us. So we were all ecstatic, standing out in the rain, hugging, basically crying, doing all that, because, oh my gosh, it's Kim. So we all said goodbye there, and then we said we'll meet up at the festival tomorrow, meaning Saturday. Saturday was a gorgeous day. It was cloudy, but it was the right temperature. And because it was cloudy and it rained the night before, there wasn't many people there as there was last year. The weather had a lot to do with it. But I shopped with Levi, Melissa, and Agatha. The 4 of us stuck together. I ran into a face that I really didn't want to run into. Started to have a little minor panic attack, but I snapped out of it, because this person does not deserve that satisfaction. We went about that. Then we separated for a little bit, and then we all came together again for lunch. Shirley, when you see the pictures, because I'm going to include pictures at the end, Shirley made the most amazing top for herself, for Maryland, and she kept getting stopped and complimented because she was with us. And at one point we lost her because she was like, where'd you go? Because people were stopping her to compliment her on it. You're going to see that in the photos at the end. She made the most amazing top. We all had fun. So we decided that Saturday night, because LaRue's other two daughters came in Friday night. So we decided that Saturday night, since we're doing the knit night, we told everybody, we're going to leave here early. We're going to go back to the house, relax, unwind a little bit, because the festival does have a way of exhausting you. And everybody that was staying in the house came back to the house all around the same time. We rested, some took naps, some didn't. We hung out basically knitting. And at 7 o'clock, everyone rolled in. And by everyone, I mean Carrie Ann and her family, Kim, her husband, and her daughter, Levi, Melissa, and Levi's partner. Now we're all there. We moved furniture. We brought in another couch. We were all sitting there laughing. Then something happened. My friend LaRue's daughter, Danielle, hi Danny, decided to call sauce gravy. Red gravy at that. Sauce is not gravy. Tomato sauce, marinara, none of that. Alfredo sauce isn't gravy. It's sauce. So Danielle and I started going back and forth in a teasing manner about sauce. And I started calling them fake Italians. You're fake Italians. No true Italian is going to call sauce gravy. So we were going back and forth, not realizing that everyone around us was laughing hysterically, to the point that Stephanie of Vanilla Sock Pig podcast needed oxygen. Like, she couldn't breathe. LaRue herself had tears rolling down her face. Levi was laughing. Melissa was so confused at what was going on. But we had such an amazing time. That night was just, it proved that we're family. You know, people say a lot that internet faces and internet people can't really be friends or be anything other than that. And that night, LaRue's two daughters that don't really know us, that weren't with us last year at the festival, saw it, and they're like, you guys really do stick together. Stephanie, it was in a lot of pain. She has multiple myeloma. She has cancer in her hip, and she couldn't really be mobile that much. But we all chipped in, aside from her husband. We all chipped in and helped her. We helped each other, basically. And it proved that we are family. And LaRue's daughters saw it, and they're like, it was funny because Danny came and sat on my lap at one point and caressed my face and said, "Thank you for loving my mother." And no truer words have been said, because I truly love every single one of those people that came into that house. Even everyone that was there the midnight, everyone that slept there, I truly love. And we all stick by each other, and we all just hug each other when we need the hugs. We are 100% honest with each other when we need it. Like, if we're being stupid or whatever, we call each other out. And it's an amazing feeling, so being surrounded by that much love and positivity and all that. So Sunday came. A lot of people left on Sunday. We went to the festival, back to the festival, because it was pouring out. We weren't really going to go. And I wanted to go back because I needed another sweaters quantity of something that I found on Ravelry. And I was like, I really need to make that. And I didn't have that in my stash, because the sweater quantities I have in my stash are designated to specific sweaters. So we went back for an hour, and that was me, Agatha, Brenda, and Mel, LaRue's daughter Mel. We were there for an hour and a half at most. We went in, got what we needed, and we came back. When we came back, Stephanie had left. And I have to say, this is going to sound worse than what it is intended to, but I was happy she left before we came back, because I wouldn't have been able to stop the tears from flowing. I would have sobbed like a baby. Sunday morning, prior to us going to the festival, Shirley had left. I was still sleeping. I would have hugged the crap out of her if I was there. When we came back from the festival, obviously, Mel, LaRue's daughter, they left. And I cried for my LaRue because I love my Woo. I was already missing her. But that night, Sunday night, all that was left in the house was myself, my best friend Agatha, Brenda, and my husband. And the four of us just hung out. We knit. My husband, I can't say he hung out with us because he was bored out of his mind. He went and took numerous amounts of naps on the couch in the other room. And we got dinner, and Brenda had to be up at the crack of dawn to be at the airport at the crack of dawn on Monday. So she went to bed earlier than me and Agatha, and we hugged her goodbye and all that. And we told her not to leave without waking us up to say goodbye again. And the woman left without saying goodbye. That Monday morning, I woke up and I said good morning in our group chat, and Agatha went up the stairs and climbed into bed with me, and we snuggled for like 15 minutes, and then we got up, got dressed, and we had to check out. And we hung out at Barnes & Noble for a little bit, and I cried when we dropped her off at the airport. These women, I cannot put into words, and these men, I cannot put into words how much they mean to me. So with that as the Marilyn wrap up, I'm going to show you what I got. I don't know what order it's in because I haven't been in the bag since back from Maryland, so we're going to just do that. Upon arrival to the house, everyone that stayed in the house, and some that didn't, got a goodie bag for me. I made swag bags for everyone. What was in the swag bag was a pair of scissors, basically notions, a pair of scissors, a tape measure, row counters, a stitcher picker-upper tool, or scrapbooking tool, a few other goodies, and each person had a skein of yarn that I picked out specifically for them, knowing their color palette, knowing their yarn choice by weight, all of that, and they each got that. They also got, I had these made for us because not everybody wanted the big giant tote bag. I know I didn't get one this year, so there's that. I had these made for us. Hashtag real knitter with a capital K, because I'm a real knitter with a capital K. Yeah. So there was that. And now we're going to get into the goodies. Let me put this up here for now because, yeah. These are things that I purchased prior, but were brought with them to Maryland. And this one, and this, though this has yarn in it. This has yarn in it. I'll show you that in a second. This bag is a sake bag, and this bag is just a regular small drawstring bag. I've been liking the drawstrings lately. These are made by a Magpie Knits on Etsy. Fantastically made. Like I said, everybody had a skein of yarn dedicated to them. And this is the exact same colorway I got from me and Agatha. So this is what Agatha got. And she brought these with her to Maryland for me. I had purchased them prior to that, but yeah, okay. Actually, I purchased one. The other one was a donation. This was from Melissa of Honeybee Knits. She got me this at Greencastle, and she knew how much I wanted it, and I was waiting for Maryland, which was good. I'm so thankful she got this at Greencastle for me because they didn't have any more by the time I went down to the booth at Maryland. And this is on their squishy sock, and it's the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter inspired. I love that. And then she brought me a bag of goodies from her shop. So there's that. I'm not going to take them out of the bag. Along with a few of her pens, a tape measure, all that good swag. This has bad words on it, so I want everybody, if there's children around, I'm going to give you the warning. This project bag from Fat Squirrel does have bad words on it. I got this bag because it fits me to a T. And in it is a sock blank that I started knitting at Maryland. And this was the same sock blank I had purchased for Stephanie for her swag bag. And I really don't have much done of it. I'm out of the cuff and into, nope, I'm not even out of the cuff. I'm still doing the cuff. I have 2 more rows of the cuff because this is going to be shorties. Because whatever's left over, I decided to do a trade. Okay. There's that bag. I got that at Needles Up. I also got this at Needles Up. I fell in love with this bag, and my next sweater is definitely going to go into this one. This is from Fat Squirrel, too. Carrie Ann, and I forgot the Notions pouch in the other room, but Carrie Ann, she was making something for her daughter out of fabric I absolutely fell in love with, and I said, I need one. Jokingly, but serious at the same time. So she's like, okay, no worries. And she made me one. And this is what if you saw me on Instagram, you saw that I had this done. And this is what she named an eating hat. Basically, what an eating hat is a hat that you put on a baby while they eat so they don't get the food in their hair and get all gross and messy. But I needed one. So now I have an eating hat. I got this as a present. There's 2 skeins of these. I can't find the other one right now. As a present from my friend Brenda. It is salvia yarn, and it's 100% merino. Yeah. Okay. Okay. These are from Needles Up. Needles Up. Oh, Melissa also gave me this as a present from Biscotti. I'm trying to find everything from Needles Up before I get into anything else because I did most of my damage at Needles Up. Nope. Nope, that's not Needles Up. That's not Needles Up. Okay. But that's Needles Up. Okay. I'm going to show you one more gift I got. I can't find the other one in this bag. You'll see the second one when I get to it. But I got this from my friend Kim. She gave me 2 of these in 2 different colors. Actually, I'm not even going to make amis out of this. I'm actually going to make a hat out of them for my nieces. But yes, she got me that. And a mug, a Luna Lovegood mug that says I'm loony for coffee, and a bag of coffee, which is right there. It's Kahlua flavored coffee. There's no alcohol in it, but it's scrumdiddlyumptious. What is this? Oh, yes, okay. Let me grab that one, and there's another one in here somewhere. Okay, here's the other one from Kim. See, I'm going to use these for hats for my nieces. This is the second one from Brenda. I got these. I had purchased these from Agatha, a Magpie Knits on Etsy. She dyes yarn, makes bags. I had purchased these. She brought them with her to Maryland. So here is what I got at Needles Up from Yarn Wise. I only bought from Fiber Nymph Dye Works for yarn. I wasn't impressed with Legacy Fiber Arts, what they brought with them. And I purchased from Tuft Woolens, but that's just hand lotions and things like that. But these are what I bought from Marilyn. And the first one in the Bedazzled colorway is Cloudy with a Chance of Cherry Blossoms. Fiber Nymph. It's sparkle based and it's self-striping. This is from Fiber Nymph, and this is the colorway specific to Needles Up Maryland, and that is Getting Crabby. I love it. I got this one, which is Inspiration. Now, these are all sparkle based. And I got another set of Make LaRue Twitch 2019 Inversibles. This is Deep Red and Vivid Violet on sparkle. And I picked this up for a friend, which now that I'm showing it, I could put in her box with all her other yarns that I'm giving her. And it's Mountain House Spring. It is totally not in her color palette, but it's sparkle and it's self-striping. I just threw it in the box. Okay, now on to the things I got. Oh, the one thing I got at Knot House was this from Dragon Horde Yarn, and it's her Cosmic Cheetah colorway. And it's sparkle too. Okay, now on to the things I got at the festival. Okay. This is my sweater quantity of yarn from Into the World. I thought I had more. I have more than this somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Oh, yeah. I thought I had 5 of those, but I could be wrong. Nope, I only have 4. And I don't remember what the pattern for this one was. Yeah, I don't remember. I have a pattern. It's marked down in my book for Marilyn. But I got this as a sweater quantity for Into the World. I think this is for the Riptide. Yes, because I'm getting color, the yarn for the Yolkster from Honeybee Knits. And this is The Struggle is Real. There's that. You know I can't go to a festival without stopping at Gail's Art when she's there. So here are some of them. Okay. I got this one. She's doing that stripe thing, and it micro stripes the socks. So I'm totally into that. And of course, this is on Sparkle. I got this at the festival. I had purchased this. I had pre-ordered this because I didn't think it was going to last in the booth. And I was right, because by the time I got to the booth, they were gone. Marilyn 2019. And this one she didn't have on Sparkle, but I don't care. And there's this one. I'm going to make shorties out of mostly all of those because, like I said, I have a trade deal with someone. Okay. I got this and this from Bumblebee Acres. This one is called, it's on a squishy sock base. This one's called Toxic Rainbow. And this one is called Luna Lovegood. And then my last stop on Sunday, when I went back, was Into the World again because I wanted another sweaters quantity. And this is going to be the lounging top from Hohi. And this is 2 different colorways. I made a mistake. I wasn't paying attention. This is a different one, but they all go together quite nicely. So I'm just going to leave it. This is element number 5, and this is Uno Botanium. I can't say that word, but there you go. And that's it from Maryland. How much is, all right, it's 46 minutes. Let me go through this real quick. I had gotten another sock blank from Gail's Art, and it's this one. Okay. I'm going to go fast through these guys, because I forgot what Etsy shop I got these from, but, I got a few of them from her. Oy, with the poodles. Okay. Yeah. I got 3. 2 Kansas City Royals and a Milwaukee Brewers. I did a trade with Laura Brady of Knit for Brains. I sent her fabric. She made me the bags, and in trade for her making the bags, I gave her my old spinning wheel. So there's this one, a large one, another large one, a medium snap, and a small snap. Can you tell I like the Kansas City Royals? I can't tell. I got a Notions pouch and a keychain Notions pouch. I forgot the name of the shop on Etsy, but when I see these things, I get them. Quick. This is Teeny Buttons, her pre-order from on her shimmer sock in the colorway Big Tex. That was for colorway for DFW. Fresh from the Cauldron, Iron Man, self-striping. From Molly Klein, Anastasia of Sweet Tea Yarns. This was one of the Harry Potter colorways from Crystal Skies, and this is Dolores Umbridge. I got these from Socks That Rock. They sent me this as a gift, which I'm going to put in the giveaway pile. And this one, which is called Chasing Flamingos. This is from Amber's Yarn Shop, and this is Strawberry Shortcake. I also got a bally bag from her, a ball sack bag from her, but it's in use, so I forgot to bring it out. I got this from Molly. We did a swap, which her package is going out tomorrow, and this is Genie in a Bottle. And I got a project bag canvas from Laura Brady of Knit for Brains with the cherries inside. And that's it. I say that's it because, that's it. With that, we're at 49 minutes, almost an hour. And this podcast will more than likely be an hour because I gotta put pictures at the end. Oh, I also got this from Marilyn with a t-shirt and enamel pin. Okay, that is all. I hope you guys have a fun-filled week and weekend and you enjoy your time. Sorry this was so long. It's not usual, but enjoy. I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye!